watching Let's Talk Necromancers. So let's get right to it. If you played a Necromancer before in the original Guild Wars, the new Necromancer should feel fairly familiar. They're still the same masters of death and dark arts that they were before, they're just a little bit more nifty now. Necromancers gain life force when enemies and allies die near them, and can use that life force to go into the Death Shroud. This drains life force slowly, but gives access to an alternate set of skills which can be used to heal or buff allies. The Necromancer really shines when absorbing damage and providing support to allies. They have very high health, and the ability to extend that health through the use of the Death Shroud, plus the ability to heal themselves through life-stealing skills, leading to a profession that's very hard to put down. For support, the Necromancer is great at invoking debilitating conditions on enemies as well as removing conditions from allies. The Necromancer has 4 special skill types. The first is Fear. Fear acts exactly how you would expect it to. Fear is only available to Necromancers. No other class has this condition available. It's removable, and it forces enemies to flee directly away from a Necromancer for a short period of time. They also have Marks. These are ground-targeted spells that produce a variety of effects for allies and foes. Marks are placed at a location and will trigger after a set period of time, but can be manually activated by hitting the same skill again. That brings us to our old friend the Minion. Necromancer summons undead minions to attack foes and do his bidding. Every minion summoning spell has an associated secondary spell that appears after the minion has been summoned. This secondary spell changes the abilities of a minion, or it can destroy it for the Necromancer's benefit. Finally, we also have access to another similar skill, the Wells. Wells are persistent spells that allow a Necromancer to control the area around him. Created at the Necromancer's location, Wells affects targets in the skill's range. The Necromancer is a part of the Scholar profession, and thus wears light armor. There are 10 possible weapon sets for this profession, and 2 weapon sets while underwater. The Necromancer can equip and alternate between 2 weapon sets during combat. They have access to a 2-handed staff, which is for long-range spellcasting, which emphasizes AoE support via the use of conditions. In their main hand, they use a scepter, which provides a good mix of long-range offensive spells. They also have access to an axe, which is a close-range weapon. Finally, in their main hand, they have access to a dagger. Daggers provide life-stealing skills or life force skills at close range. In their offense slot, they have access to a focus and a dagger, and also a warhorn. The warhorn can summon a swarm of locusts or daze enemies with Wail of the Horn. When underwater, Necromancers have access to a spear, which allows them to reap enemies with close-range attacks or terrorize them by summoning vampiric shrimp. Also, they have access to a trident. The trident allows them to thwart the enemy with offensive support and sink them into the abyss. Personally, I'm really looking forward to the Necromancer. It's most likely going to be the profession that I start out with. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit that like button. It really helps the video reach a wider audience and it lets me know you care. Remember, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description. Peace!